This is the home page of Visualr. As you would see, we have different segmentations over here. This is administration column where we have role management, user management, password management, application configuration, and client app management. The other one is the data providers. These are different data providers through which we could connect Visualr, MS SQL, MySQL, Oracle data provider, Excel data provider, flat files, MS Excel. These are different APIs through which again you will connect your Visualr and can get insights. Google Analytics, Twitter. Now this is a query builder where we create the query. Before getting into query builder and the further report builder and dashboard, let's first understand the dashboard and how we can create that dashboard. So this is one of the dashboard of a sample dashboard which we have created, and let's understand what the dashboard is in next 60 seconds. And here you could see that this particular dashboard we have this is being segregated trade area sales wise, channel sales, categories of different products. Then we have brand sales, variant sales, and PSU level. So let's see how we can create it. Now let's connect our data source. So since I'll be using Excel format, so I'll be using Excel data provider. I'll add my data source to Visualr. We'll give it a name, Visualr sample dashboard 2. We'll select our file which we have already created and kept in a dedicated folder. Since you could see there are 3 different tabs we have, so I can select all the tabs. As of now, I just require the data from one of the tab, which is all data, so I'll be selecting this only. I'll save it. You could see the rows are being processed over here. Now my data source is being added. Now the next step is query builder. So I'll get into query builder and I'll create a query for my dashboard. I'll add new. I'll give the name, same name. I'll select my data provider as I have connected it using Excel data provider. I'll select my data source. This was my file name. So basically, as you could see, I have all the tables. So I'll select the tables which I'll be using and the particular tab which was all data. Moving forward. Now these are all different columns which you have in your Excel, so I can select what all columns I do need to have the dashboard, but over here I'll be selecting all the columns. I can view the data and I could check it whether it's being uploaded correct or not. I can create the formulas if I want, but as of now I won't be creating any formula, so I'll save it and we'll move forward. So as you could see, my query has been added. So now comes the interesting part. Now let's revisit our dashboard again. So as we need to create report, so let's see what reports are. So basically, as you could see, this trade area sales graph is your one report. This channel sales graph is your one report. So we'll be create this trade area sales. I'll simply copy this. I'll get into report builder. So I'll be creating my reports. First, I'll provide it a name. I'll search was Visualr sample dashboard 2. Since I want to create the relationship between trade area and sales, so I'll select from my dimensions. I'll select trade area. These are all my different files. This is the sales data. So now if I want to see the data for all, I'll execute it. Right, as we could see, if I want to change the graph, I simply need to click on the other type. If I want to have it in column, I'll click on column. If I want to have it in pie, I'll click on pie. So basically, as you could keep it in column chart. Right. So I just wanted to change the name of this sum of all data sales. I just wanted to have over here say sales only. So I'll get into this measure because this is the measure part. I'll get into measure. I'll simply, as you could see, this sum of all data sales is the same sum of all data sales. So I'll simply put it sales. I'll execute it. You would see sales. Now this is the configuration. These are the different settings for particular overall graph. So let's say if I want to change the color series, I'll say material, I'll purely say metro. So let's say purely I'll keep it. This is the theme. Again, columns, legend position, you wanted to have it bottom, left, top, I keep it on bottom, and so on. So we'll explore it later. I'll save it from here. So I'll see what is my next. Next is channel sales. I'll select channel sales. I'll create one of again. I'll channel sales 2. I'll select the same query because I need to have the data from sale. So this is channel. This is sales. And save. Channel sales. Third one is I'll select the same. So this is category. This is same. Same as donut. And save. Right. Similarly, brand sales. Have it in column. Please save and preview. Next one, variant sales. Let's say right. So again the same process, variant sales. I again have it in column. Now the last one, this is the unit level. SKU, sales. If you want to have your data in ascending, you can click in ascending, or in descending order. You wanted to have the representation in numbers of percentage, you can have it. You wanted to have the symbols, you can have these many symbols. Decimal place, let's say there are decimal values, you want to have it up to 2, 3, 4 decimal, you can have it. We have already applied 1,000 separator over there. This is as per English in terms of millions. This is 1,000 separator where we have lakhs and 1,000 and crores. These are different conditions. We'll cover this later. So KPIs, we'll see how to create a dashboard. So this is again the first screen. I'll click on one dashboard. In Visualr sample dashboard 2. And select the user. This is my trade area. We'll minimize this so that we can have and save it first.